Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Welcome to the Healing Place Energy School for our live Reiki healing meditation. It feels like it's been forever since we've done one of these talks. So, Robin, here's your chance to introduce yourself.
Hi, Robin Bornstein, Reiki Master and Meditation Facilitator. Hello, everyone. Nice to see everyone again. I think we took about a month off.
No more than that. I think
Six.
my husband had his knee replaced on November 17th, and one thing led to another. And then now in the knees, but the holidays, and before we knew it, it's like, oh my gosh, how do we keep up with ourselves? And so, I miss everyone tremendously. In fact, Robin and I was just catching up just a little while ago because I haven't even spoken to Robin before my husband got his knee replaced.
I know, and you've been so busy, and then the holidays. I mean, it's been a lot. So I'm excited to be back. It's good to see
Oh my
you.
gosh, I just, it's funny how I become rusty if I don't do these live talks.
Me
And
too.
and if you remember, Robin, when we first started back in, I would say we started filming 10, 15 years ago, I couldn't even remember my name, let alone do a live talk.
I can't believe we started doing that so long ago with our. I think we first started out with like a little video camera, and then we moved to our iPhones, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I can't believe it's been so long.
Yes. So, and then and and I'm like, and we have evolved not only from doing what I call the Facebook and also YouTube tips. And here we are. We started with the tips, then we started with the Healing Place Energy School, and then evolved to doing, I would say, live talks for at least 18 months, weekly live talks since March of 2020. And I'm just like thrilled. Here we are back together after, so much time off just to be with you.
Yes, and our topic tonight is joy.
Yes, it's all about creating joy. And think about, and who doesn't want to create joy? Beginning of the year, everybody makes their resolution. And of course, this so far has been a tough, I would say, first month with the coronavirus, what do you call it, just evolving to a variant, and it's knocked everyone pretty much for a loop.
It's spreading like wildfire. It's
Oh
scary,
man.
right?
And
Mhm.
yes. And so instead of focusing on the panic, what I've been doing is focusing what is keeping me joyful.
I like that you're focusing on that because you could definitely go down the rabbit hole of
Really quick.
fear, and that's not a healthy place to be. I mean, we could all go there, but it's not, and we can have our moments. I have my moments, but I definitely feel I'm living my life to the best. I'm happy, and we can only do so much. We don't have control over anything. And I think that's why I'm able to keep moving forward and going to work and being with people and not being a recluse.
Well, what part of joy too, I was thinking, is managing. People think, well, can I be joyful all the time? I would say as much as you can be.
But it's not realistic. It's not realistic because I mean, think about your life, Helen, or my life, or anybody who's here listening. I don't know if anyone's here listening. Say hello if you're here.
Yeah, that's because we
You know,
haven't
you,
done this
you can
show
be
in
on
so
top of the
long.
world one day and, something comes up in your life and you're not joyful the next day. And it's just like anything else. It's a flow. And I don't think it would be normal to be in a state of joy
You think so, like
100% of
all
the.
the time?
Yeah, there was a funny show on a couple of years ago. I can't remember which network it was. I can't, but it was about this girl who was constantly happy. And it was a silly show, but
Yeah.
it was funny, and how much fun it could be to be able to go through life just constantly being joyful and happy all the time. But is that realistic?
I would love to hear other people's opinion about, can you be joyful all the time? And and if you're not, do you feel bad about it?
I think that's the thing, is that I think that's where people can get caught up in not feeling good enough about themselves because they're not happy all the time.
And people ask me, being a healer, am I joyful all the time? I said, no, I have my bitchy moments. I have my share of bitchy moments like everyone else. And I am the only thing that made me different from somebody else, I'm aware of it and I'm trying to manage my energy to come back where I got to find some kind of balance.
Yes, and that's where self-reflection comes in, being able to observe yourself and
Yeah.
being within your energy and understanding how your energy works, and being able to almost like being above yourself and looking down at how you're behaving, how you may be reacting. Um, all of that can help keep you in a better space energetically.
Yes,
What do you
that's
think?
true. Well, I think it's and one of the things too is, if you're having a hard day or if you can't be joyful, what's the sense of feeling guilty about it?
I agree. I agree. I think you should allow yourself to feel your feelings and be in a bad mood. That's something I've taught my kids and my husband, that it's okay to be pissed off. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have a bad day. Just let everybody know.
Yeah.
Let
So,
everybody know. Hey, today's not a good day.
yeah. Okay, let's ask Dr. Music Fan 69.
Hi, Dr. Music Fan 69. Hello.
How do you deal with bad days? We would love to hear your opinion. Or when you feel like you should be joyful, should see how we use the word
Should.
should.
Don't use that
Yeah,
word should.
should, and you're having a difficult time. You know,
Yeah, I know. I try to, and the other thing too is you can be in a joyful mood and everyone around you, they're not in the same place. And sometimes you can be in a workplace situation where you're feeling great and there could be a storm happening around you in the work environment and you're feeling great and nobody else is on the same level with you. And just observe those situations, and that can be yeah, that can be the same in the workplace, it can be the same at home, it could be the same when you're out and about in your community, or
hmm
whatever it is you're involved in. you know don't, and there's that, I think people say, don't let someone steal your joy. If you allow them to, you can't just observe everyone in their place and recognize your feelings of joy. And you don't even have to share it with anyone. You can just go
yeah.
about your day being happy and feeling good.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Robin. Since I consider you an empath.
Hmm.
You're one of those people you really need to keep negativity out. You got to put your force field up and recognize what belongs to you and what does not belong to you energetically. How do you keep people from eating away at you?
I've had a lot of really great practice over my lifetime, but I would say over the past year, especially with everything that's been going on with the world and our communities with COVID, I've really been able to step back and observe. And it's really wonderful to be able to be in a situation where there's negativity and it doesn't affect you. It's almost like being like you're watching it all, and you're in that, you could be in the same room
Mm.
with negativity,
hmm
but it doesn't even touch you.
And
It's a
how do you do
wonder.
that?
It took a lot of practice. I'm going to have to figure out exactly the technique that I've used, because I do have my little rituals that I do and share it with everyone. Um, and I'll tell you, it is fabulous. It's a great feeling. It's so empowering to be able
Yeah.
to be in those situations and just observe. And I can think back a couple of months ago where I was at work, and there was a situation, and like someone got in. This is during COVID, and everybody's wearing masks, and a woman got in my face, like right here, and
Oh man.
she was freaking out about something that had nothing to do with me, but I work there, and it was about the place I work. And I was just like, I could look and watch, and it didn't even affect me. And that's when I knew, I'm like, oh, all these tools that I've been using are really working, because I was able to be like, she's in a really bad place. This has
Mm.
nothing to do with me. And I was able to it just slid right off. It didn't affect me at all.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
was powerful. And but being able to understand that when people come at you like that in a workplace, or even at home, or however you're going about your life, um, when someone behaves badly, it's not about you. It's
Yeah,
about
it's true. It's basically
it's about the
not
mental. Yeah, it's
not
their
to
mental.
take it personally.
Yeah, and I understood and had compassion for that person and what they were going through, and I was able to observe it in a way, and it just felt great not to have it affect me at all. And that was a great aha moment for me, to be like, oh, all the tools that I've learned over the years have finally kicked in, and they're working fabulous. And if that were 20 years ago, in my young self, before I started all this healing work, that could have set me back for a couple of weeks. I would have been
Right.
shaken and upset. And this time it was like I was like Teflon, like nobody could get
Teflon.
through
Well,
me.
one of the things that I was telling a client today, uh, because I've been doing this work for so long, is I've learned how to be, even though I care about you, I care about the person in front of me, I care about the people who are listening, but I also have a detachment. So, in other words, I don't have any expected outcome or attachment to how you're going to respond. And and I really truly, as I said to this one woman today, we were doing reflexology and a chakra balance, and all I'm doing is just I'm pushing the right buttons to reset your energy, but you're the one that's doing all the work.
Mm, I love that. I love that. I love that. And I'm trying to think if I have my handbag here. There was a great somebody. What did Dr. Music write back? She. I'm not sure who it
She
is.
says, yes, I have worked in a lot of positions where there is expectations of leaving problems at the door at work. So it is a habit to put the mask on and appear happy, even though you may be less than joyful.
And that's a good practice. I mean, especially if you have to put that mask on. I mean, we all have to wear our masks.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
No matter what situation, if it's not work,
Mhm.
it's at home, or let's say you're meeting a challenging friend.
Mhm.
And as much as you may or may not want to meet, think about, how can I say this in a nice way? Think of the way you prostitute yourself all the time. And people think prostitution is about sex, but it's not. Prostitution is, what do you dummy down yourself to do to fit the situation?
Mhm. Mhm. And we all do it.
Every one of us. So, in some ways, we want to be authentic, but sometimes authenticity is mixed with, what do you want to call it, Robin? Falsehood or fakeness, or do you camouflage who you are?
I would say it's camouflage, because I wouldn't say you're being fake. I would say it's about protection.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
camouflaging is the right word for that.
And I was thinking, like, here, I'm going to share some personal insights. Whereas I met with my in-laws this past weekend,
Mhm.
and there's some of us we get along really well, some of us not so well. But how do you stay consistent during the whole time that you're together, and be joyful and appreciative of the gathering, because we haven't seen each other for a couple years now.
Mhm. I think it's about appreciating appreciating the people that you're with at the time. And just
Oh,
because
yeah. Well,
just because you may not agree with them,
mm,
understand them, like them, doesn't mean you can't appreciate who they are and be available at that moment in time. Be present in the moment. Your example that you gave, you met with a group of people from your family, and just being present and available and open and observe and being kind, coming from a place of kindness.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
I I was pleased with myself because I was able to stay in a neutral zone.
awesome,
Because
awesome.
again, no expectation, nothing got triggered. And so, it was joyful for me to see everybody because I didn't have any expectations.
Well, that is the key right there. It's the expectations. When you put expectations on a situation or people, you're always going to be disappointed because no one's ever
Mm.
going to,
Oh,
be
live up to
perfect
your
and
expectations.
live up to your expectations. So when you drop the expectations, oh, that brings in joy right there.
Yeah.
And when you also decide you don't give a can I say shit? You don't give a shit what anyone thinks about you. That's dropping the expectation and allowing yourself to be who you are authentically and show up authentically, and they can take you or leave you, and having no expectations around that, how they receive you is also a place of joy because
Yeah.
you can just be in the moment, be who you are.
And I noticed too that because I've let go of expectations, I felt freer. I said, it's really odd. I've known my in-laws for more than 50 years. That's how long we've been related by in-laws.
Hmm.
And I've never, when I'm with them, I always feel like I play what I call the Chinese daughter-in-law role. So here I am, I'm outspoken and we talk, but once I'm with my family, I play a very traditional role. And I said to myself, you know what? F this. After 50 years, they should see more of the real me versus the fake me. And I felt really good about it. I wasn't outrageous. I probably said just a little bit more things than I normally would have said under the circumstances. And I'm not necessarily, what can I say, overly polite. So I went with the flow. And basically, what I was hoping that I was doing for them too is stretch their energy where they can hear things and not go, why did she just say that?
Yes, and that's also another tool that I think you just expressed that you can learn, that sometimes you hear things and you may not be receiving what someone is saying
Yeah, because you're in your defense.
because you're in your defense, and being able to let down your guard and just being open and not again having expectations of what someone should be saying or doing or feeling about you, um, that can open up so much joy and
Oh, yeah.
release so much anxiety and fear, and just it creates a place of relaxation. And I'm so glad that you were able to do that, Helen. And boy, your family has missed out on so much fun all these years, because
Oh, my
that's one thing
God.
that I love about you is that, number one, you say it like it is. Number two, it doesn't matter how fresh it comes out. And I love that. So
Yeah, I know. After knowing Robin 15 years, I still keep her on her toes.
yes, yes. And I love that. So, yeah, being joyful is about finding a place of dropping the expectations
Hmm.
on yourself, number one, or having more realistic expectations and setting goals and that kind of thing. But number two, expectations on other people. If you're expecting this or that from people and you're not getting it, you're always going to be disappointed. You're always going to be in a place of
Exactly.
misery. um, And, people can, people will disappoint you if you have these expectations. If you have no expectations, then boy, everyone's going to show up and then it's going to be awesome.
Well, how about this, Robert? Are you up to doing a grounded meditation tonight?
Sure. Yes. It's been so long since I've done that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I do this? You get them ready. I'm going to do the Reiki. I'm going to send everyone
Okay.
Reiki. And if there's anyone you want me to send Reiki to, put it in a box. First name and town. So whatever your intention is for that person, put it in a box and I'll send it off. And I'll let Robin do her thing and I'll come back a little bit later. Okay,
Okay.
Robin,
Here
you're
we
on
go.
home.
Okay. So wherever you are, wherever you're sitting or lying down, get as comfortable as you can. Adjust your clothing. Notice your breathing. And take 3 deep inhales in and out, as deep as you can. So inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, then just rest your eyes. And notice the air around your body, the temperature. Do you feel a breeze? Notice the weight of your body. And allow your body to relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. And relax your eye muscles. And bring your attention to the air coming in and out of your nose. Remember, meditation is not about being perfect. It's not about clearing your mind of all of your thoughts, all of your feelings. It's about being present in the moment. So notice your breathing. The rise and fall of your chest. Bring your attention to your heart in the center of your chest. Notice it beating. Now we are going to go forward and ground our energy with Mother Earth. So with your hands relaxed, your arms relaxed by your side, feeling the weight of your arms. Bring your attention to your feet. Your feet are connected to the surface below. And the gravity that is connecting you to the earth. It's invisible, but the energy is there connecting you to the ground. And just imagine a beautiful ribbon from the bottom of your foot anchoring you to the earth below. And bring to mind a color. What color is your ribbon? Allow the ribbon to go deep into the earth. As the ribbon travels, it's going through the dirt, the rocks, the stones, the granite. The ribbon may be connecting with crystals below the earth. Or maybe your ribbon has traveled all the way down to the center of the earth. Just anchor your ribbon here for a moment and feel the energy coming up through the ribbon and connecting to you. Notice your breathing. Feel the energy coming into your body. The energy is all around your body. The energy is around you and within you. It's here to protect you and to keep you grounded. And notice how your body is feeling. Notice your breathing. I want you to take a nice deep inhale in and out. Again, one nice deep inhale in and out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. And bring your attention back to your feet. And slowly bring that imaginary ribbon that you connected with the earth. Slowly bring it back. Again, noticing the color of the ribbon. Notice your breathing. Now the ribbon is getting closer and closer to your feet. Now I want you to take this ribbon and imagine the ribbon coming up and around you like a beautiful ribbon wrapping a present. This ribbon has Mother Earth energy and it's connecting with your aura. This beautiful energy is here to protect you and to keep you grounded. Notice your breathing. Take a nice deep inhale in and out. And wiggle your toes. Move your ankles. Just give your left leg a little lift, and then your right leg a little lift. Lift it off the surface that you're on. Again, lift the left leg, and then the right leg. And feel the energy coming up into your knees, the back of your legs, into your hips and spine, and just give your back a little movement. Move your shoulders back and then forward. And then slowly lower your chin to your chest. And then back to center. And then look to the left. And then back to center. Look to the right. Back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Notice the temperature around your body. Wiggle your fingers. And then relax them. Relax your shoulders. And slowly open your eyes and come back. And thank you for joining me. That was just a very quick meditation.
I needed that.
And I hope you are all grounded. And anyone who's here, whether you're here now listening or if you listen to this after the recording, please put a note in there. What color was your ribbon? I'm just curious.
Mine was red, but then everything I like the fire color red because I have so much of it within me.
My ribbon was white.
So you have all the colors within you.
So yeah, so I'm curious to see what everyone's color was, because I think that can be interesting on how that's reflecting on how they're feeling, or maybe what chakra they were working with.
Yeah, and then we could do the interpretation once they put it in.
Yes, that would be fun.
Anyways, I just think it's so kick butt. We're going to get back into this. But
Yes.
I'm going to be off next week. But the
Okay.
following week, which is beginning of February, I believe, what I would like, I think it's a really cool topic. So we'll be back on the 18th. A cool topic is energy hygiene.
Yes, we all need that.
Yeah. What do you do to keep your energy clean, as pure as possible? And when you start to feel someone is attacking you, what do you do to clear your energy? I think it's a very important topic.
I love that topic. And since we've both been practicing that technique on how to protect our energy, clear our energy, we'll have lots of tips and tools.
Yes. So I'm just so thankful that you have joined us, Robin and
Thank
me.
you.
And we'll be back in a couple weeks. And if there's anything you would like for us to discuss, put it in a box and let us know about what color is your ribbon.
Yes, let us know.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good week. And I'm so happy that we are together again.
Yes, thanks for joining. Bye.